Hey Gemini, let's see what is coming in for you in love. Okay, right off the bat we got, this is just pre-shuffle, we'll lay out a spread, but 3 of Cups. So celebration, togetherness, could be family. Get this gathering. Queen of Cups. All right, we need light. Again, as usual. Lights. I'm not cooperating. So Queen of Cups. So this feels really good. Like it seems like you feel, you either feel it or you have a lot of abundance and love coming towards you. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. I don't know if you guys could see that jump out, but look, King and Queen of Cups. So it's a match. Queen and King of Cups. A lot of love here. Some kind of really, it looks like something you've created. But King and Queen of Cups, I mean, that's 2 people who love each other. That's like 2 cups. That's beautiful. Let's get one more and then we will lay out a full spread. How are you guys? Please hit like, share, subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out so much, helps the channel. It means so much to me, to those of you who are already subscribed. Thank you. I think it does pull your energy and stronger. So, of course, 8 of Quartz. Wow, 8 of Quartz. Okay, 8 of Swords. So somebody feels stuck. Is there negative thinking? I kind of feel like somebody may be not believing this. Like it's worried about there's too much to be true, or it's too good to be true. I am very tongue twisted today, aren't I? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. What is happening for Gemini in love? Somebody feels guarded, I feel, or defensive, or like I said, not able to believe it. Okay, we're gonna shuffle 3 times and then draw from the top. I feel like I'm a little too scattered to do the cards flying out. Okay, there it is again. You guys, your energy is strong, or your reading is going to be strong. So 8 of Pentacles, that's you. You're very hyper-focused on something. And with the spider web in there, you know, my spider web analogy is that there's all these, you know, there's all these components that hold the web together. You know, we can't see the entire spider web. Some of it's iridescent, but that doesn't mean it's not important to the overall web, right? So it's kind of like there's a lot of hyper focus on something, but I just feel the need to remind you that not all of it can be seen. There are it's like an intricately woven plan or components to the outcome, and you can't see them all. So you may be hyper focused on some things that you aren't going to be able to see. So let's just keep going. So Page of Cups. I also feel like somebody needs to not get their lighting to not show. Jeez Louise. Okay, so Page of Cups. So this is maybe overthinking every little thing that's said. And I think this is just kind of wanting to point that out, because we don't want to do that. We don't want to overthink every little thing that's said. And you don't need to, it's like a hypersensitivity, and you don't need to, I feel the need to say, don't try to manipulate your words or text so much that you're losing authenticity. Don't try so hard, or something like that. Okay, there's 3 cups again. So your person is happy. It looks like the person that you're thinking about wants union. It could be travel, how they view you. Somebody could be traveling. The Chariot, Cancer energy. Forward motion. Somebody may be going on a trip they don't really want to go on. Or maybe they don't want to go on a trip and leave what they think could be a situation progressing here, something like that. I think there's overthinking. Put that sword down. Stop overthinking things. So King of Swords. So you're thinking a lot more than this person is. I'll tell you that. This person's looking on the bright side, and you look like you may be looking on the what could go wrong side. Their next actions towards you, this person is coming in strong. Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is return energy. It is thinking about the past. It's fond memories. It could be children. But there is some celebration here. But I feel like, roles could be reversed. So switch them if you need to. But I feel like the person that you're dealing with is looking at celebration and happy times. Looks like they're thinking about coming back. I don't know, maybe you returning from a trip. One party here is way overthinking and the other isn't. What you cannot see is a passionate new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Passionate new beginning in love. It's excitement. So turn that frown upside down. Tarot's advice, hold back. Hangman. Look at things from a different perspective is what that is. Stop, maybe get out of your own head. Somebody's just really in their head, overthinking. And the end goal is we want both parties to be happy, right? We want you to be happy, we want them to be happy. So, it can't be all one. It's not ever going to be everything exactly the way we want it. And that doesn't mean it's not good. You know what I mean? So Two of Swords at the outcome, that's blockage or a... Somebody's going to get blocked. I don't know. We'll explore. We'll explore that. Okay, so Temperance is holding back. It's tempering your emotions. It's patience. So there is a need for patience and not to overthink here. Wow, look at that. Focus that overthinking. Maybe somebody here has that, complex of, I don't know if it's complex, but that wanting to fix everything. Wanting to make sure everything's on track and fix everything. And this is basically saying chill. Okay, put that energy, any energy you have into fixing others, put that into yourself. Fix yourself. God knows we all have areas that we can improve. So it's like we all have to learn our own lessons. We're still going to go in deeper about that one. Let's look at a couple more. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is like not able to see what you have, what the good fortune that you have. There's like a need to exhale and meditate and not block happiness because of fear. This Four of Pentacles is like fear of lack. There is a warning here also not to be so caught up on what you don't have that you miss out on other blessings or that you forget to be thankful for other blessings. Interesting. I mean, it looks like one person here is all good and one person here is filled with, sabotaging energy. So that's what worries me about that. Let's get one more. Yep, look at that. Nine of Swords. Let's get one more. Yeah, it's obsession. There's an obsession. Obsessive overthinking, which about losing something. Obsessively overthinking about losing something. You, them, not sure. I mean, there's a lot of crosswatcher energy, so this could be totally roles reversed. But overthinking, Nine of Swords, up at night, can't sleep, not having peace. The obsession card, the devil, Capricorn energy, and the fear of lack. This Four of Pentacles is somebody that's so guarded and protective because they feel like what they have they'll never get back if they let it go. It's a fear of loss. And this is saying, come on now. You could miss out. This is a gift. Don't miss out on the blessings that are being, offered to you. It's a big, strong message about, it's like a warning. Be careful. Be careful not to let your past or negative thoughts trump or overpower. Didn't I just say meditate? Overpower the blessings that you have. Being grateful brings in more things to be grateful for. Four of Swords. That's rest and rejuvenation. So maybe there's some healing that needs to be done. Maybe you need to tackle some negative thoughts and question them. You know, the 1, 2, 3 questions we asked. I put this in the comments once. I need to get more organized with these little life tips. But it's when you have this negative thought and you ask yourself, is it even true? First of all, is it even true? Okay? Because a lot of times you're going to go, well, probably not. You know, it may not be true. It's like 70% of the things we worry about aren't even true. You know, or at least... So the second question is, if it is true, can you change it? So if something bad happened and you're right, or you're worried about it, is there anything you can do about it? Okay. And then if there isn't, the third thing is, can you still move forward? Can you still be happy? Can you still thrive? Can you still be successful in spite of it being true? It's a little process that I think works really, really well, especially if you write it down. Something about writing it down. Then you can burn it. You can use the comments as a way to journal. And then you can delete it. You can vent in the comments. And then you can start the comment off with vent so that if you don't want other people to, you know, feel like you're going to bring them down. And a lot of times when you guys do that, I love what I see is that other... you know, comments come in under that comment encouraging. I love when you guys encourage each other and support each other in the comments. But yeah, so remember that little process. I think also, yeah, look at this. Focus on stability. This is an easy fix, Gemini. I know it's not easy for everybody. It takes work. But for some of you, just some simple tweaking is going to balance things out. It's going to change like a mindset from, you know, worry and doubt. It's going to balance that out and bring in more stable opportunities. I think you have somebody here that is going to be excited to be with you, that's like looking at it with excitement. But I want to clarify a little bit though. What's the 8 of Pentacles? Yeah, you're just so burdened by thoughts, hyper-focused on something. It's like something you need to let go of. Remember the 1, 2, 3 process. What's the Page of Cups? Maybe you need to not... Page of Cups is pulling an energy of, you know, go back to your playful side with the texting, okay? And not the heavy side, not like, who are you with, where are you? You know what I mean? Stick with the light, fun side. Texting, heavy text, you know, feeling left out. Somebody feels left out. I think that has to do with being left out. If you go do something else with family or something, there's a fear of what's going to happen while you're not around. Something like that. Tell me about this King of Swords. Okay, juggling. Yeah, it's trying to stay balanced. So, you know, the sword needs to come down and stop overthinking. I think that's been pretty clear. But the 2 of Pentacles is juggling. It's like you're trying to be happy at the same time you're juggling all these negative thoughts. So there's your challenge, you know. 6 of Cups. What's the 6 of Cups? Strength. Strength card. She tames, you know, she's able to tame that lion lamb energy. The Strength card is very much like the Temperance card. It's balance. It's holding back. It's not overreacting, not underreacting. There's a lot of trust in it. But I want more on that. Yeah, it's like trust the process. There's 3 of Wands. That's totally progress. Looking to the future in a positive way. Look how far I've come. This is only where I've gotten this far. There's a need to also say, don't compare yourself to others. This person, 6 of Cups, one more. Be proud of yourself and how far you've come. Queen of Swords, interesting. You maybe have cut out some things that weren't working for you. Maybe that's a difficult transition. She doesn't put up with false, you know, lies or half-truths. She wants truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. But she doesn't really have to go after it. I mean, this is somebody that feels pretty secure. even despite of what she's been through. I don't know about that. Let's see. One more on that and we'll move on. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Don't be so, I think I'm saying the same thing. Don't be consumed with the past that you're just assuming it's going to happen again. You've got Six of Cups, somebody rushing in with love. There's a return here. If it's not a return like somebody you've been separated from, it's somebody that you're worried about losing that is got the totally opposite mindset here. What about the Ace of Wands? Passionate new beginning. I'm running out of cards. Walking away. Leaving something difficult. Wonder what that is. What's leaving left? Nine of Wands. So again, we've got that burden energy. Needs to be left. Why is it so hard for some of us to... It's just habit, you know. What about the Hangman? This message is extremely clear, you guys. See things, look on the bright side. The Ten of Cups is the bright side. It's happiness, it's love, it's abundance. Look at everything that you have that's going right. Focus on those things. And this Two of Swords worries me a bit. What's the Two of Swords? What's being blocked? Queen of Wands, drama, maybe. Some drama queen possibly going to be blocked. For some of you, that might be like the old you. Tell me more about that. Interesting, King of Pentacles. Wonder if it's somebody's new wife or a father, a stepmom. That's weird. I don't really understand that. Tell me more about the outcome here. Somebody stable. Money. Security. I felt this earlier. This King of Pentacles has come up more than once when I was asking about what's to look forward to, what's to come forward towards you. And then here again we have money, happiness. So whatever this success is that you're wanting, it's coming. I mean, it looks like money, but this whole reading's felt like love. So maybe you're, you know, what you're pining for, whether it's money or love, is coming and it's happy. You've got growth here. The Sun card, happiness, money. I mean, money. But for some of you, it's like, no, I just want the love. Maybe the person has money, you know. Yeah, it's coming in strong. So just be careful. This Two of Swords makes me think that you could, I think this is blocking out a negative energy, but this Two of Swords does worry me a little bit because of this Four of these clarifiers. It's just that there's a really strong message here to stop with the negative thinking, catch yourself. You know, we all have to work on it. Let's get a Romance Angel. Look, I told you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like some of you are just so blocked, cut off. I just also saw religious factors. So some of this could be upbringing affecting this. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Let's see. Let's get one more. This is good. This is very, very good. So if you're going away or somebody's traveling, there's a reminder here not to be like, who are you with? What are you doing? Don't go into that. Visualize your person happy. Surround, them with a glow of love and light, health. So why? Let's read that because that's kind of interesting. The why card. Why? Why am I like this? What is this saying? Let's see. 31. Motives, driving, intention. I hope you guys know that you are worthy, and so you're not trying to find reasons why it won't work. So there is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will be the magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. The invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Okay, so I got it. What this is saying is, like when I always say, start with your why. Why, I don't feel like going to the gym. Well, start with the why. Why do you go to the gym? Because you love the way it feels after. You love the way it gives you that boost to help you, move forward in other areas. You love the way it's a contagion. It makes more good things happen. It boosts how you feel about yourself. It's just like the projects that you're working on, or your purpose, or your life mission, or your work. Why do you do it? You start with the why. You may not feel like getting up in the morning, but why do you get up in the morning? Because you know it's going to be healthy to get sun on your face in the morning. Why do you make your bed? Because it's going to feel good to have that first little accomplishment in the morning. Why do you? Also because you are less likely to sit down on it and get back in it. This is a very strong start with the why. So in the relationship aspect, why should you, just not worry about things or not mention things that you're worried about? I mean, yeah, there's a time and place for that, but just remember, the reason you want to do things and be a certain way with people and trust people is because, why? Well, because you want the outcome, which is happy, trust, togetherness, happiness. That's why you may say something light and silly, even when you feel like, the old you or the burdened you or the worrisome you might be, like really want to get something off your chest and really want to find out who they were with. You start with the why. Well, why I'm not going to say that is because I don't want to put them on the edge, and I don't want to be obsessed with this. So there is a need to, you could look at it also as go to the why as to why you are the way you are, because you had bad things in the past or because you were betrayed in the past. But then you go through the process. Well, that's not necessarily true what's happening now. Okay, so start with the why in mind. That's a powerful card. So let me just read this relationship part real quick. So it says, we don't always know why we engage in our relationships the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you're being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling this? And why did I say that? And spend time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from knowing the deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. So uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? Love it. All right, let's talk in the comments. Let's do gratitudes in the comments too. Let's talk about negative. Oh, let me do one little process in case we want to do one of these in the comments too. This is like a well-being, how I'm all into the personal growth and well-being. Let's do one of these. But let's also do gratitudes. We can vent in the comments. I love to, even if you just say hi and tell me where you're watching from. I love that too, because I can connect the dots of for everybody I'm praying for. It's so cool to do that. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think this gave me chills. This is exactly what someone's doing. It's like sabotage. It says, what behaviors do you use to keep others from getting too close to you? Explain their effectiveness in keeping others away. Okay, so let's do this in the comments. What behaviors do you use to keep others from getting too close to you? Explain their effectiveness in keeping others away. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you guys in the comments. I may not be in the comments the very, very beginning, but I will. I'm getting ready for company, but I will be in the comments. So I will see you there. I love you so much. Bye, Gemini.